We live.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, to talk basketball and the GOAT conversation. So here we are live on our GOAT James Kingdom channel, right off of YouTube. Shout out to everybody who is already a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification ring bell, and also share our content. Shout out to everybody that's also following us on our Facebook account. You guys also know we're on TikTok, we're on Twitter, and we're also on Instagram. Also, check out our Facebook membership on our YouTube channel, as we have special perks for our membership. We'll have custom merchandise for everybody, custom graphs and videos. So all of our members, make sure to reach out to us at goatjameskingdom.com at gmail.com or goatjameskingdomshow@gmail.com, and you guys can reach us. Shout out to everybody already in the comments. What up, Travis? What's good? What's good, Brandon?
Good,
What's up, gentlemen?
All right, so man, there you go. That mic of yours, Travis. I'm gonna have to tell you, tone your voice down, young man. Tone your voice down.
I can. Sure.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are here again. Like I say, we are here. I am back. I took a week off to kind of just woosah myself, but I am back fully ready for y'all. I was on Friday Night Exposure. If you didn't get a chance to check that out, you can check it out on our channel. But today's topic, we are going to discuss LeBron James reaching 40,000 points, which is a guarantee, unless you guys want to start being ill-fated hypotheticals, because I know you guys were talking a lot of hypotheticals last week, right, Brandon? There was a lot of hypotheticals thrown out in last week's episode. But this week's show, it ain't going to be about that, because LeBron James will reach 40,000. And we're going to state this right now. Brandon and I in GOAT James Kingdom believe that no other player in NBA history would reach 40,000 points. LeBron James is the only one, and we will prove it like we always do. We don't just say stuff just to say stuff. We actually prove it with facts and numbers. So we're going to have a great conversation, and we're going to help Jordan fans out. Maybe Jordan fans, because I believe y'all believe he could score 40,000, right, Travis?
Yep, I do.
Okay. That means he can score 40,000. So we're going to see. Listen, I was having fun listening to last week's show. I got a chance to listen to it while I was running through the museum in Washington, D.C., and y'all were having some fun. Brandon really had y'all going, boy. Brandon really had y'all going. Hopefully, Craig and Ralph join us shortly. They usually do. It's football season. I don't know if they're being derailed by football seasons. But shout out to everybody again that's in the comments. I see everybody here. We see Mr. Unknown, Zero's in the building. We see Chris. All right. We see Liddy, the Kobe lover. All right. So we here, man. We are live. Like we said, this is the GOAT James Kingdom channel. So last week, right, I'm just going to get to it while Brandon's getting everything organized. Last week's show, you guys were supposed to talk about the Olympic team, right? And if LeBron James was going to play with the Olympic team and should he play with the Olympic team, and instantly got derailed by Brandon saying Michael Jordan couldn't score 40,000 points, right? That's what it was, Brandon?
I don't know how we got on it, but, something happened and they believe Jordan would have scored 40,000 points.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how, but.
Yes, and then all the hypotheticals came along, and I remember even hearing a twin man joining the conversation. So, I wasn't there. I missed the conversation. It was a great conversation, great show by you guys. Shout out to everybody that was on the panel. But I'm telling y'all this right now. LeBron James will reach 40,000 points. It is guaranteed. He has a 2-year deal left, right? There's 2 years for him to do it, right? So he will reach 40,000 points. He's at what, 38, 652, correct?
Yeah, 652, yep.
All right, 38, 652. Y'all already know. So that's only 1,348 points for LeBron James to reach those numbers. You got the graphs available, Brandon?
No, I'm going to put them up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can bring them up too as well. Let me see.
Okay. You go ahead and bring up yours then.
Yeah. Let me get a chance to pull that up. So Travis, while we get a chance, and I'm doing all this stuff here, explain how Michael Jordan would reach 40,000 points. How many games would he need to do it? And how many points per game will it be for him to have 40,000 points?
Well, I mean, I'll start lowering my mic volume. Is that fine? Is that good?
No, you got it. I'm just messing.
Okay. So it's just like, like I said, we're just gonna play the if game as well. Like I said, it's just obviously theoretical, kind of like LeBron, but obviously LeBron's durability is huge at this point. But Mike, I believe that, and this was again widely if he didn't retire in 99 or 90, 94, 95 or 90 or 99. That was a key thing too. So Brandon's contention was that if he played in 94, 95, that would have caused his numbers in 96 onward to dip drastically. And I mean, that's kind of where I disagree with him there, because the whole thing was, I don't believe that, especially with most, you get at minimum of 5 to 6 months off per season. And he's also been one of the more durable players in NBA history. He played 82 games 9 times, and we're now showing really a dip. The only real dip that we see here, to be honest, is obviously when he came back in 2001, 2002. Yeah, he had a 6-point dip from that. And you could call that whatever you want. I call it rust and age. But, naturally they're going to fall off. But I think that if he didn't retire, you wouldn't have seen, let's say, if he, from 32-93, let's say if he scored 30 points in 94, and then let's say if he scored, just theoretically, let's say if he scored like 29 points in 95. And let's say even if he missed, again, because he just came off like multiple 82 game seasons, let's say that he scored, or let's say that he played lowballed. I even lowballed it. I said, let's say he plays 70 games instead of 82. Then that's still close to, let's say I did the math, that was like 2,200 points or something like that. And then in 99, let's say that he does the same thing. But let's say that even 99, let's say that he's dips. Let's say he only does 27 points or 26 even. I even went down to as low as 23 points. And then 70 plus games. Again, that still comes out to, I think there was like 39,000 or 40. I don't think it would be 42,000, because I think that he would maybe miss a few games in 99 just because of, decline naturally. I'm not like an idiot to say he's not going to start declining ever, because we saw it. But
give me a number, Travis. You're speaking a lot, you're saying a lot, but what is the number? What is that? The games played, the points per game average, and the total amount.
Sure. So if you do 70, again, 70 times, and we did 30 here, and that was, let's say, 2 times, right? So in 94, 95, that would have been 42, and that would have been approximately 4,200 points. And again, that would just, let's say, if he played 70 games at least in each season. So 4,200 points, and then in 99, again, we did the same thing, but again, we lowered it slightly. So that would have been, the math that I did there was, I did 70 times, and let's say 29. So that's another 2,030 points. So altogether, that was an additional
6,000 points.
6,000 some odd points. And again, that was me saying that he would have missed a ton of games and everything else. So he would have at least had, 38,000 some odd points.
And all of you guys having a bad connection today. It is not good. It is not good. You guys got to have a better connection for the GOAT James Kingdom show today. Brandon is having some technical difficulties. So is Travis. So Travis is saying Michael Jordan would have an extra. Oh, you good? You back?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Brandon, real quick. Do you see that screen that it says? Is there 2 screens of me in the background?
It was 2 when I tried to upload something, but I had to get back out. But let me see if I can see it again. Yep, I see it. You want me to add it?
You can add it. Okay, there it goes right there. So, all right. So Travis said Jordan would have another 200 games because you would give him 90, 94, 95 at 82 games. That's another 147 games plus the 60 games in 1999. So in total, you're going to give Jordan roughly 1,200 games, close to 1,300 games for his career, and he would have 38,000 points. That's what you're saying, correct? Okay, well, we'll get to that later. What we're going to get to is what's real, because that's all hypothetical. We don't know if Jordan could average 29 points per game in 1999. We don't know what he was going to average when he retired in 1993 and the effects of him not retiring in 1993 I mean 1994, but you guys know what I mean. But LeBron James is not retired. He has a 2-year deal left with the Lakers. He's going to do all his contracts and end it out. And LeBron James just needs 1,348 points to reach for 40,000. That's going to be his number. 30,000 is Wilt Chamberlain's number. 38,000 is Kareem's number. When LeBron James gets 39,000, which is going to take him about maybe 25 to 30 games, that's not going to matter. The real number is 40,000. That will be LeBron James's number. It will be GOAT James's number. He's going to change everything. It's going to be 40, 10, and 10. Y'all are going to be in trouble. And then if he wins the championship on top of that, we don't even want to get to that point. But if LeBron James does his career average, it would take him 50 games for him to get to 40,000 this year. If he does it from last year's average, it would take 47. He averaged 28.9 last year. So it would take him 47 games to do it. If we do what he's been doing for the last 19 seasons, which is 25 points per game at least, it would take him 54 games to reach 40,000. If we do what he's been averaging since he's been a Los Angeles Laker, he's been averaging 27.4 points per game for the last 5 years. He would do it in 49 games. LeBron James has averaged 55 games per season since he's been a Laker, and there's been 2 shortened seasons in between that. So, and if y'all just want to even get real dirty and say LeBron's not going to average 25, if he averages 20 points per game, he'll do it in 68 games. And if he averages just 15 points per game from here on out, he'll do it in 90 games. So without doubt, LeBron James will reach 40,000 points. That is guaranteed. It will be his number, and it will sit for a very long time in the NBA record books, mostly our whole life. What up, Craig?
Yo.
So what do you think of that, Travis? You said a lot. I brought up real numbers and real
I did say a lot.
And I gave you numbers that are possible.
Yeah. It's incredible achievement, man. No hate. I don't think that anyone is ever going to approach what he has now, much less 40K, because of just the nature of the game today. I don't think there's a real drive to do it. I don't see any other player who's going to be possibly as durable. But no, I mean, yeah, when all said and done, like you said, he's gonna be 40, 10, and 10 guy, and the only one probably. So no, great achievement, and I think it's probably gonna stand alone.
That's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Brandon, are you available, Brandon? No,
can we start treating the all-time scoring record like we do the scoring titles? Because you don't get trophies for that either.
No, we can't do that because nobody talks about 10 scoring titles or 7 scoring titles.
I'm just saying.
But Michael Jordan fans.
Scoring titles didn't help Jordan at all, but for some reason,
no, it doesn't.
Supposed to be the all-time scoring record supposed to help LeBron.
It doesn't. The same way 7 scoring titles did not help Wilt Chamberlain. You can't say 38,000 don't matter. Everybody knows the all-time scoring record matters. Only Jordan fans want to diminish.
I'm just saying.
It's the ultimate record.
Because y'all,
and we're gonna be subjective.
Jordan is all he was a scorer. It didn't contribute to his team winning. So did this all-time scoring record contribute to LeBron winning or no?
Yeah.
Scoring.
Of course.
Now his scoring mattered.
Of course, scoring matters. We never said scoring never mattered. We just told you 10 scoring titles is not more or more valuable than the actual
what you
total
say
numbers.
is 10 scoring titles didn't help Jordan win.
No, it didn't.
So the all-time scoring record didn't help LeBron win, right? Because you don't get nothing.
LeBron has won more than Jordan.
What?
LeBron has won more than Jordan through the regular season. He has more wins than Jordan through the regular season.
You said it didn't help him win titles.
Yeah, because the titles. Yeah, you want to attach everything to titles. Titles are a playoff thing. So if you want to say LeBron James 40,000 points has nothing to do with him winning a title, it doesn't. But it has something to do with him being a winner.
I just want to make sure the energy is kept the same when you have.
It's always kept the same because you guys want to attach things to things that don't matter. What does it? Why are you bringing up winning when we're talking 40,000?
I'm just saying because when we bring up scoring with Jordan, y'all always go he didn't win scoring. Y'all always say
because we told you it doesn't matter, and then you say
so the all-time scoring record doesn't matter then, right?
No, it doesn't matter when you're talking about winning. We're not talking about winning right now, Craig. Who's talking about winning? You're talking about winning.
I just want to make sure.
We're not talking winning.
I
You're
just want to
talking
make sure
winning.
it's the same.
10 scoring titles and the all-time scoring record has nothing to do with winning an NBA championship. At the end of the
But
day,
we can talk about the all-time scoring record, but we can't talk about scoring titles. That's why.
No, you can talk about 10 scoring titles, but it doesn't sit at the weight of our all-time scoring.
And we
record.
all agree with that. But I just want to make sure the energy is kept when scoring, because we talk
always
about scoring
kept.
a lot.
Yes, because scoring is great.
More important, right? You need to score to win, right?
No, it's not more important. It's not more important. It's great. It's great. It's great. It is great that Michael Jordan's a great scorer.
Be more important than scoring in basketball if the object is to score more points than the opponent.
But the object is to have the ball as well. You must have possessions. Possessions matter. That's how you're going to score. And the only way to have possessions
scoring
is to rebound.
Is not the most important thing in the basketball game?
No, it's not.
Okay.
If scoring was the most important thing, Wilt would have had more titles, but it's not. It's more of a team game. Defense matters.
How do you
offense
win a
matter.
Game?
The object of the basketball is to win games.
How do you win a game?
Offense and defense.
Oh my God.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah, Craig, you act like scoring is that. You can be, if that was the case, then D'Antoni would be the winningest coach of all time.
I said the object of basketball is to what? Score more points than the
No, we're not talking about object. No, we're talking about winning. We're talking about winning. If you think all you have to do is score the basketball to win a game of basketball, you are being disingenuous.
I said, what's the object? I said, what's the object of the basketball game? You want
to win. The object of the basketball is to win.
I can win 2-0. I can win 2-0 to win.
And you scored a point.
But I also stopped them. I also stopped them from scoring. It takes more than just scoring to win.
Okay. So how many teams you seen one with less points than the other win a game? How many times you seen a player with a team with less points?
Do you understand that the way you score and the way you stop a team from scoring, for you to have more points than another team?
I said the object. I don't say how do you win a game.
Okay, so if that's the case, then D'Antoni should win that, because that means D'Antoni outscores all the team he plays, because he doesn't worry about defense. I don't need to worry about defense, rebounding. I'm just going to score. I'm going to let a team score. I'm going to let a team score every time, because when I get the ball, I'm going to score. How do I win that way?
The rules of the NBA, and it tells you how do you win a game. That's all I'm at. Y'all bring it up.
I'm going to tell you something simple as this. You're not going to worry about defense because you're just going to score. Are you going to win?
I said the object of the win. How do you win a game? You want to go with how do you
win, Craig? You win by rebounding. You win by playing defense. You win by scoring. You win by steals. You win by assists. You win by playing team basketball, which requires more than scoring. How many times are we going to keep
I literally just said what's the object of the game, not how do you win the game. What is the rules? The
object is to win, Craig, not score. It's not, everybody gets to score to 100. Let's just see who gets to 100 faster. You get 48 minutes to play a game of basketball. You put a ball in a hoop to score a point. That's what you do.
That's how you win a game.
No, that's not how you win a game.
You want to go into what teams do to win a game.
Correct. If I score every time and you score every time, who wins?
The person with the most points when the ball game is over.
How do we get more points? We got equal possessions.
Well, whoever has the last point with 0 seconds. How many buzzer beaters? There are some things as buzzer beaters.
So you're gonna score one basket and hold the ball, right? How are you going to stop the other team? What are you going to do to stop them from scoring? How are you going to stop them from outscoring you?
What do you mean, how am I going to stop them from outscoring me? You got to stop me from scoring too.
But what if they outscore you? What if they get more baskets up?
If they outscore me, then they scored more than me. Then they win.
How you stop them from doing that?
What do you mean, how I stop them from doing that?
Exactly. You can't talk, Craig. Craig, you just talking, Craig. That's not basketball knowledge, Craig. You have to play defense to win basketball. Everybody knows defense
that's
wins.
Part of the game. I'm saying the object.
I've never heard scoring wins. I've seen all the high-scoring teams, like the Lakers this year, one of the highest scorers team in the NBA, not winning anything. But the team with the most rebounds is winning and have the best record in the league.
Do you win a game by having more rebounds? Do you win because
you
win a game when you have more rebounds, less points than a team?
The team who rebounds the most has more chances of winning than the team who scores the most. Yes.
So you can have a game where someone scored more rebounds, but at the end of the game, they have less points and they won a game. That's what you're telling me.
No, I'm telling you, the team that rebounds the better has a
And
better
the
chance of winning
ultimate
than the
goal
team
is
who
to
scores
score
better.
more points than your team, no matter how
No,
you
the
do it.
ultimate goal is to stop the team from scoring. If you can't score, it doesn't matter what you tell me, Craig. If I stop you from scoring, it doesn't matter what you say. I stopped you. You can't score. What do you do?
You're stopping yourself if you can't score.
No, I can't. I'm stopping you. I'm creating more possessions for myself.
What do they say? What is the most common phrase?
So why are the guys who score the most and the teams who score the most not the teams who win the most? I don't understand that. That's what I don't understand.
The object of the basketball game, you're more important. You want to score. You can stop someone from scoring, but if you can't score, it's going to be a 0-0 game.
No. You on a carousel because I already told you the object of the game is to win.
No, that's the goal of the game is to win.
The goal. It's not the object.
Rules of the what rules set in
No,
place for you?
For Jordan fan, you're right. The object of basketball is to go score no matter what, lose and get swept in the first round, and go in the
now here we go. Now we personal attacks.
Talk about how much money you win against your teammates. It's not personal attacks because that's what it is. Because you obviously seem to think that it doesn't matter what happens in the result.
What I
scored, so I did the objective in basketball, which is to just score.
No, I scored because I want to win. You play defense because you don't want to
win by just scoring. You cannot win by just scoring.
It's not about just scoring. It's
okay then. So scoring is not why you win, Craig.
Okay, go look up an NBA and read me the score. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you only have to score. I'm saying the object of the game is to have more points than your team. However you do it, you gotta play defense. You gotta. But if you grab rebounds and don't score, what's the point of grabbing a rebound? You can't score.
Listen, what's the point of scoring if you're not stopping the team from scoring? It doesn't matter how many times you score. If every time they get the basketball, they score as well. It doesn't matter. So that means every time you play against somebody, if they get the ball first, you lose. That's all they have to do is get the ball first. And from there, you won't stop them. They're going to score every time, and you're going to sit there and be chasing.
And then I lose because I couldn't stop them from scoring.
So that again, thank you. So
they scored.
So the point is, scoring is not the only way to win. It's not the only factor. It is not the main factor. It is a part of the game.
Okay, all right. You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
You got it.
I appreciate it. The exposure is back.
You got it. Yeah, because I'm gonna see a game this year when someone has more rebounds than points and win the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see that one day somebody gonna have less points than the other team and still win.
Yeah, I want you to show me a team that has the best offense.
I want you to show me the team that had less points after the fourth quarter and still won the game.
That has nothing to do with it, Craig. That has nothing to do with it, Craig. Because you're still not telling me how somebody's outscoring somebody. That's what you don't fail to realize. You just thinking that you just have to score to outscore somebody. That's not how it works.
That's literally what it is.
That's disingenuous and false.
You can't stop someone from scoring 0 points.
I blame ESPN and TNT.
You cannot. I've never seen a game when a team never scored a point.
You come to Go James Kingdom and you learn basketball.
I've never seen a game when someone won without scoring.
That's why somebody who averaged 15 points per game for their career has 11 championships because he out-rebounded everybody and outplayed defense than everybody.
He had 8 other Hall of Famers that could also score because he didn't have to.
No, because he was dominant enough to win like that. He could have anybody.
He was dominant to have teammates who could score.
Because anybody can score.
He had dominant teammates.
Anybody can score in the NBA.
He had the best players in the league on his team.
Anybody can score in the NBA, but not anybody can rebound. Not anybody can play defense. Yeah. So that makes it more valuable right there. Boom.
All right. So if defense is more important, then I'm going with the guy that has the defensive accolades.
Okay. So do that. Because like I said, that's votes. Now you got votes. Congratulations. You got the most votes. Because you just said accolades. We're bringing up stats. We're bringing up actual stuff that matter. You said, I'm going to go with the guy with the most accolades, not the guy with the most blocks.
You said defense.
Not the guy with the most steals. Because Jordan don't have the most blocks. Jordan don't have the most steals. And in fact, he don't even have the most defensive accolades.
You got more than your guy? You got more than your guy?
It doesn't matter what my guy has. I don't go off of your nonsense. I go off of basketball facts and knowledge.
You sitting here talking about the all-time scoring record. What do you mean?
That's a stat. Your man doesn't have the all-time. Right? Your man doesn't have the all-time.
So why are we talking about an all-time scoring if it's not an accolade?
Does your man have an all-time defensive record?
Yeah, he got the most 9. He got the tied with the most defensive selection.
He's tied. There you go. He's tied. My man's not tied.
All NBA.
My man's not tied. 38, 60, 66, 82 stands alone. In fact, it's 682. It's not even 652. It's 682.
It's
Stands
682. I
alone.
don't know why I kept saying 652.
I don't know.
It's 652.
It's 652. It is?
Yeah, it's
I thought
52.
it was 82.
Okay.
I know
all
it was.
right. I know one
I
of the
know he had
numbers.
more than 52.
Okay, well, either way, that's a quick typo. The 5 and the 8 is right next to each other, but it's okay. Like I said, man, your boy can't do it because y'all know it. That's why y'all be upset. That's why you want to bring up 10
I'm
scoring
not
titles.
upset.
Your boy can't reach 40,000 because he wouldn't play. He wouldn't play
He can
enough
win-
games to do it. He wouldn't
He
play enough
reached a lot
games
of
to do
things
it.
your guy couldn't.
Mm-mm.
He reached a lot of stuff your guy couldn't.
No,
And
really
it didn't take 20 years for him to do it.
It was mostly team accomplishments and votes.
Oh, now it's see.
That's what you're gonna say. That's what
So
you're gonna say.
what did Jordan do that LeBron couldn't do?
What do you
Go
mean?
ahead, say it.
Yeah.
As far as what he has?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what he can do. 10 scoring titles.
You said it, not me.
But he has the scoring record. He has the all-time
Yeah.
scoring record. I'd rather have that than 10 scoring titles.
That's everybody has a different opinion.
I mean, 10 scoring titles compared to the all-time records is, that's
So why
not really
did
a conversation.
why
So what else?
So why did he reach the scoring title? Why did he reach the all-time scoring record before he got the 10 scoring titles? If it's such a harder feat to accomplish, why did he get the all-time scoring record without having the 10 scoring title? If it's
harder. It's harder.
2 years.
It's harder to do. It's harder to
You
get
know,
38,000 10 scoring titles, my friend. You're breaking into.
I mean, it wasn't 10 scoring titles. All-time scoring. That's why Jordan accomplished that.
Brandon, you were breaking in and out the whole time.
So
the internet don't believe what he's saying.
I was.
No, listen, the 38,000 points is harder to accomplish because your boy already knew he couldn't do it. Like y'all said, he's like Brandon said last week. He said he didn't care.
No,
he
he
couldn't do
said
it.
it out like last week. It all brought up because he was bringing up something that Jordan said that he was mentally fatigued. That's what brought the whole thing up. And then I said, well, Jordan also said if he wanted the scoring record, he would have never retired. But y'all don't want to believe when he say that, but y'all can believe when he said he retired because
He didn't. They didn't ask him about the scoring record. He brought up the scoring. He first brought up.
He said if
they
he
asked
wanted
him.
the
They
scoring
asked him
record, he
about,
would
they
have
brought
never
him about
retired.
records. They asked him about records, and he and particular statistical rankings when you rank.
And
that.
what did he say?
He said, I don't really care about being where I play statistically. He mentioned Wilt Chamberlain first. He said, I don't care about passing Wilt or trying to reach Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which was an impossible feat. He knows he's not going to get the 10,000 points he needs to do that. He knows he's not playing 1,300 games. Michael Jordan is not playing 1,300 games for his career. Where do you guys get that Michael Jordan can play an extra 200?
Why do y'all do that? The man said something, and y'all want to say it's not what he meant. He meant something
No.
else. Jordan did not say he couldn't do it. You assuming he said
Jordan did not say he could. Jordan just said, I care about winning. So he's going to play as long as he could win. If he can't win, he's not going to play, meaning he does not care to play the game of basketball like that. He's not going to play the game just to play the game. So where do you get Michael Jordan's going to play an extra 200 games just to play basketball?
But that's what the thing. He literally said something, and you want to twist it to what you believe it meant. He literally just said if he wanted to do that, he would have never retired.
No, the man,
and y'all want to talk about everything else.
The man said
but when he said he was retired because he was mentally drained, that's what it is. You got to take it for what he
said. I'm mentally drained. I'm physically
but there's
drained.
no secret meaning behind that. It's just mentally drained.
I need a break after 700 plus games. I need a break. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you're asking Jordan to still play another 600 games without a break. He ended up taking another break. He could have played 99. But like you said, he didn't want to play 99, not because of a record, because he couldn't win. Jordan didn't care about a record because in his mind, he was never going to achieve those records. He didn't need to.
How do you know in his mind? Are you in his mind?
He said it.
Never break the record.
He said it. I don't care. He said I don't care.
He don't care.
So why are you but to achieve that,
I can think I don't care is he didn't want to do it. He couldn't do it.
Do you just like Luka? When they asked Luka about doing what LeBron does, he looked at you and straight to your face and said, "There's no way I'm going to play 19 seasons. To do what Kareem did, I have to play 17, 18 seasons." Jordan, that's why he doesn't care. I'm not going to play that long. I'm not playing.
Jordan couldn't play that long. He just couldn't play that long.
He's not playing that long. That's what y'all don't understand. He's not. I'm gonna add it to you right now. Hold on, wait. Let's do this.
But you taking what he said and you putting it what you believe he meant. I'm just going by what he said. You want to take what you think it meant to you.
Let's do this, Brandon.
The same way you could say he couldn't do it, he could say I didn't want to do it.
Brandon, bring it up. I'm telling you he couldn't. I'm telling you Jordan said he wasn't going to play 13.
Jordan just wasn't built like that.
Jordan's not playing 1,300 games. Bring it up. Okay, so listen. Let's do this. Michael Jordan between 1985 and 1996 averaged 32 points per game for his career. That was before his decline because he ended up averaging less than 30 in 1997 and 1998 and so on and so forth, right? So before his decline, he was averaging 32 points per game. If we give Michael Jordan the 94 season and the 95 season at a full season, that's 147 games added to his career. He would get 4,700 points added to his career. And at that time, and when he would retire at the end of 98, right? Because again, Michael Jordan's not playing for the stats, right? He would have had 31.6 points per game. He would have had 33,000 points, 981 points, and played 1,077 games. So are you guys telling me after Michael Jordan retired in 98, after playing 14 straight NBA seasons, going through the rough time of his father passing, and all the exhaustion that he said that he felt when he retired in 93, he would have played 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 14-year season. Are you saying Michael Jordan still could score 40,000 points? That would have been Michael Jordan averaging 31.6 for 1,077 games.
So what I did is I actually said, okay, so I'm assuming he's going to play 80 or at least 80 games in, let's say, 94, 95, because that was his apex.
I gave him that. He got that, and I gave him 32 points per game for the 147 games he didn't play because he played 17 games.
So what I did,
okay,
sure, I put 80 times 2, right, and then I put for the 99 season, I only gave him 70 games.
He didn't. They played 70 games in 99. They didn't play 50.
They played 60. Lockout. They played like 62 games.
They played 50 games.
They played 50 games. So okay, so and at that, if you give Jordan 50 games.
Okay, right? 50 games.
Let's give him 50 games at what 28 points per game because he averaged 28 and this is the thing because I agree with Brandon. Brandon brought this up last week. If Michael Jordan did not retire in 94, he's not averaging 30 in 1996. So the fact that he didn't take a break would have really made him his decline would have started earlier than 96 is what basically we're trying to say. But we're not going to go to that argument right now. But let's give him the 50 games times what 28 points per game. Anybody
sure. I put it was 29 across the board for those average. If you average the 2 years and 99, but we can do 28.
Okay, let's do.
Yeah, because in 98 he averaged less than 29, so he's not going to average more as he get older.
No, I'm saying if you factor in 94, 95.
Let's just say he does average 29 because the Bulls because they lose his
decline. Jordan is averaging what LeBron did his whole career. Just to let y'all aware, LeBron had 27.
Okay.
We're saying Jordan was
but he's not shooting a higher percentage as LeBron. LeBron's shooting over 50%. Jordan's shooting 42%.
Michael Jordan's percentage is going to be lower than 49 or 50 after.
It's going to be 46, 45.
All right, so now
he shoot lower percentage.
So now we add 14. We add 1,400.
Oh, hold up, Johnny. Hey, Travis. So you think he's going to shoot over 45%?
Why wouldn't he?
Because he barely shot 46 in 98. How is he going to shoot a higher percentage when he's declining? He's not LeBron James.
It's not the GOAT.
He's not LeBron James.
And still,
he's not LeBron.
28 points.
He's not LeBron.
Yeah, there's no reason to believe that
he's declining to LeBron's level.
There's no reason to believe he's going to shoot a higher percentage in 99 than he did in 98.
Okay, there's no reason to believe that it would have dipped drastically. Plus, that has nothing to do with his averages that we're talking about. We've already assumed it's
average. No, Craig said he would do what LeBron did, but he's not as efficient as LeBron. He's not going to shoot a higher percentage. He's not going to have as more assists, rebounds. He's not LeBron James. He's not LeBron James.
No,
he's Kobe Bryant.
We're giving him his scoring. We're just
he's Kobe Bryant.
we're just telling you his shooting percentage would have kept going down. So that means whatever he was averaging at the end right now, which was whatever it was, I think it was 50.5 at the end of 98. If we add 94, 95, and 99, that field goal percentage will be lower. It will be about.
That's why his points per game would be lower, because he's going to get tired. His legs are tired. And we saw his last 3 years with the Bulls, he was shooting less and less every year. Even in the finals, he was towards the 42% range.
I now look, if we give Jordan 29 points per game for 50 games in 1999, that's 1,450 points. You add that to the total of 33,981. What's that? 34 or 35?
Yeah, he just barely passing Kobe.
He's at 35. You know, he's getting close to Karl Malone numbers, 35,000. So he'll have 35,000, like 35,300, something like that. And he would have played over 1,020 games. Okay, so now are y'all saying after 99, after playing 15 straight NBA, that'd be 15 straight NBA seasons, is he playing anymore? Is he going to Washington and playing in Washington still, or are we leaving Washington alone? Are we good?
I mean, no. This is all assuming that he goes and he doesn't retire and he plays again in 2000 or whatever it was. But I mean, like I said, this is just all wildly assuming that he plays. And averages.
Not exactly. Not only are we giving him every game, meaning that Michael Jordan's not missing a game that he missed during his retirement, we're also giving him his average. We're making sure that Michael Jordan is we're giving him 29 points per game and 32 points per game. So we're not cutting no record short. So that means he would have to be brilliant for 16 straight or 15 straight NBA seasons.
No, he averaged 22 points a game in 2000, but I think that it's fair to say he'd average, like, let's say 23 in 2000, right? And let's say he played 82 games in 2003 or 2002. So let's say he plays 65 in 2000.
So we're not going to add Washington. So we're just going to continue. Right now, he's at 1,120 games. He's at 1,120 games played for his career. Oh, close to 130. 130. So you try to give Jordan another 82 games?
No. I said let's say he plays like 70 games in 2000, even though he played 82. I'm just saying, low ball, I give him 23 points a game, 70. I mean, like I said, this is just assuming that he misses games, even though.
He'll be at 1,200 games, right? If we give him 70 games, right, he'll be close. He'll be like at 1197, if I'm correct. 1197.
Yeah. So it's like what are we giving him, an extra
1,600 points. He gets 1,610 added to the 35,300 he had. So right there, that gets him close to 37,000 at 1,200 games played. You think Michael Jordan's going to keep playing more games?
If you want to be a stat padder, why not?
Who's stat padding?
I mean, you say he going to continue to play and not win and just play for the stats. That's the definition.
No. I thought you said that Michael Jordan's stats matter to his winning. Now it doesn't.
We going by hypotheticals. So obviously he didn't win this last 2 years. So if we go anything past the Bulls,
why is he not winning? Why is he not winning in 99 and 2000?
So here's the thing. So let's say I just did the math, made it way simple. So these are all numbers that you gave me. Uh-huh. So we gave him 80 games in 94, 95, right?
We gave him 82 games. All 80. We gave him.
Sure.
He played 17 games already. We counted that, and then we counted 147 games at 32 points per game.
Sure.
Which is 47.04.
Yeah. So we gave him that. We gave him the 50 games in 99, right? And then we gave him. I just gave him 70 games in 2000.
At 23 points per game.
I put 25 points a game because.
Okay, my bad. I could be adjusted. I thought you said 23. Yeah. I heard 23. You said 23.
So that's 7,500 extra points.
That's 1,750. So 1,750 plus 1,450 is like 3,000 more points. So again, he'll be at 36,000, not nowhere near 37,000.
Hold on. I'm saying the numbers that I give him. So it's 80. So the games played are going to be about 300, right? So you're going to have 82, like you said, right? 82 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 164 plus 50 for 99, right? And then you put a, let's say we lowballed it, right? And we played plus, let's say plus 75, right? In case he misses games. So that's going to be 289 games extra. And then let's say that, again, he averages 25 points a game. That is fair, right?
No, I mean, let's do this. We got to look at you see the graph, right? You see the graph that we have in front of us, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. So with adding 94 and 95, this is before we add 99 and 2000, he has 33,981 points. That's giving him the 32 points per game for 147 games in 94, 95. If we add 99, which is 1450, that's 1,450. That's 29 points per game for 50 games.
Now, do you actually realize Jordan's 5th in scoring with 2 seasons playing less than 20 games in his career? Do we not realize that? Like, I mean, that's 13 full seasons. He's 5th in scoring. Everybody else ahead of him played 18 or more seasons. So why are we really having this?
That's not, but no, because you're not doing the same. Because if you want to do that with LeBron really did his in 18 seasons. Because LeBron's missed like 30 games or 25 games per season.
But he never missed more than 60 games in the season.
Oh, so now that's what counts for not counting a season, right? See what I'm saying? You see what you guys do? I mean, come on, Craig. If you're going to count missing
Jordan, you brought up LeBron.
No, but
I'm talking about Jordan. I said Jordan with 2 seasons less than 20 games played.
13 seasons. You took away 2 seasons from Michael Jordan because he didn't play 2 full seasons, Craig.
I literally said, if you want to do that with LeBron, fine. I'm talking about Jordan. This is what I mean. Every time we talk about Jordan, y'all always want to bring the other player.
Keep the same energy. I'm
literally saying Jordan's on the 5th in scoring. Nobody else is 5th in scoring with 13.
The same energy. You're not keeping the same energy. Will Chamberlain didn't play 82 game seasons. So that means if we want to take away the games that he didn't play, he played 13 seasons.
So did Will Chamberlain miss practically a whole season in his career?
There was a season where he missed. I think he missed a few games. I believe so. I believe.
Did he play 17 games? And
listen, you guys are getting off topic because we're trying to figure out Michael Jordan's 40,000 points here.
I'm just saying it's mind-boggling we even having this. Like I literally just said, the guy's scoring with.
It's not because your boy couldn't do what my boy did. He couldn't do it. He couldn't score.
So it's 289 extra games. Like if he averages just 25 points a game, he hits over 40,000 points.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We got to do. That's why I'm asking y'all because you guys again. Is Michael Jordan playing those 1,300 games?
Yes.
Is he playing 1,250? Is he playing 1,250? He's playing 1,250 games.
There's no reason to believe that he couldn't if he actually wanted to. Like
Michael Jordan couldn't average 25 points a game in the 2000s. It's just not happening. If he continued to play, he would definitely not average over 25 points in 2000 on.
But Brandon, wait, hold on, Brandon. Listen, if we give him the 29 points per game in the 1999 season,
which is almost impossible, but okay.
And 25 points per game in 2000 in the 70 games,
which it won't happen.
Right, so that basically
saying in Jordan's career, he never averaged higher points the following season.
He would not score that many points that age because he was not an efficient scorer.
Travis,
go ahead, Johnny.
Let's do this. Travis, do this. 3,200 divided by 120.
3,200. Okay.
Yeah. Divided by 120.
What? $26 points a game, almost 27.
Okay, so we're giving Jordan close to 27 points per game in 99 and 2000. That would give him 3,200 points plus the 33 he has here. So Michael Jordan would have 3,700 points. 37,000 and like 181 points. If you add 3,200 to 33,981. And that would be Michael Jordan playing at that point in time. Michael Jordan would have played 1,197 games.
Okay, so we agree on the games he's going to play, right?
Well, I'm just saying if we're just doing the hypotheticals, let's not shortchange him. I don't want to shortchange your boy because I don't want to be called the hater. So we're giving him more than the 25 that Brandon told you he would not average. Right?
Yes. So here's the math though. So it's
So we did the math together. So we did the 80. He's going to play 82 games, two more times, right?
Mhm.
He has 50 games in 99, and then we even said he's going to play only 70 games in 2000 because of whatever. That's 289 games extra. And then with you, what you just said is that if he's doing that and all across the board from 94 to then, he averages only 20, even 26 points, let's say.
Uh-huh.
So that's still over 7,500 extra points. That's well over 4,000.
No, that's not well over 40,000. Where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that number from? Because
So he has 32,000 points, right?
So you're adding Washington Wizards years.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, well, let's do that then. Let's add the Washington Wizards years. Hold on here. Let's do that. Then.
I'm just adding that to his total as it stands now.
I just wanted to make sure. No, because you got to remember he already played. That's 147 games that he's played for Washington. So if we do what we at right now, if we gave him to 2000. Let's just say Jordan did retire after 2000. We already gave him 200 and what you said, 200 and something games.
280. Yeah, that's his Washington Wizards years. That's
Okay.
not even counting that.
So let's do this. Hold on. Let's bring this up. So let's bring this up right here. Brandon, go ahead and bring up this Washington Wizards thing here. You can bring it up, Brandon. All right. So there we go. All right. So if we're not going to count 99 and 2000 yet, right? This is what Michael Jordan would have scored if we gave him 94 and 95. He would average 30.
Okay, so we're assuming he never would have went to Washington. Is that the thing?
Well, no, the one before, yeah, we didn't do Washington. We did all we basically made it where Michael Jordan didn't retire at all. So you basically, you said he didn't retire in 93 and he didn't retire in 98.
So he plays 200
and we went all the way to 2000, which would have been 16 NBA seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he played 1,197 games.
Sure. So like I said.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, bro. So going off the games that we agreed that he would play, and this is in addition to his total as it stands now.
No. Now what I'm bringing up to you is the 94 and 95 seasons are going to be there as usual. The seasons that are missing now is 99, 2000, 2001, and 2001. Those three seasons is what missing on this graph.
16 seasons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No. I'm doing. This is what I'm doing is that for me, Michael Jordan is right here. If we look at what Michael Jordan has, if we add 94 and 95, right? Let's just say he retires after 98 and he comes back to Washington in 2002. He would have had 36,000 points, 996 points, right? 36,996 points. He would average 30.4 points per game, and he would have played 1,219 games. So now what you guys are saying is for Michael Jordan to again, that's not even 38,000. He would still need another 1,000.
You gotta play 20 seasons to play 40,000. So if you're saying he's only playing 16,000, he's not going to.
Boom. I'm glad
you're doing hypotheticals. We could do a hypothetical of a 20-year career.
I'm glad you said that, because that's my point. Is Michael Jordan going to play 1,300 games for his career? He couldn't.
Hell no.
He's not doing that.
You can't say he can't do it in a hypothetical.
He
that
can't.
makes no sense.
In real life, he can't. He could barely play 10 straight seasons.
That's not a hypothetical.
But
That is a
hypothetical.
fact. Michael Jordan could have not played 1,300 NBA games for his career and at all straight. He could not do it straight. He could not do it. No.
If Jordan would have played in 94, he would have quit in 95. Simple as that. Simple as that.
So how can we go about? How can we say like in this instance that because he quit, he would have done it? We can assume the worst that he ever did, but we can't assume the complete opposite.
No, because if he quits,
if it's an if thing, we can't even. There's no discussion. He don't got 40,000 points. You can't use a hypothetical with a real life situation and say that's why he did.
It's not an
if. It's something totally different than what actually happened.
Greg, it is not an if Michael Jordan could
that's the
play
whole
1,300
thing.
games. No.
Michael
Jordan could not physically or mentally play 1,300 games. That is something he cannot.
You heard him say that. Because you heard him say that.
He got tired after 7.
And he also said if he wanted to chase the record, he would have never retired.
That has nothing to do with him wanting to play 1,300 games, Craig.
But listen to the man's words.
The man's words never said
the certain words how you want. That's all I'm saying. You can't say because he said he was mentally drained in one interview. That's what it is. And then when he says something different in another interview, no, he was mentally because the other interview. I
Craig,
don't believe
I'm
what you said.
not
That's
saying
basically
Michael.
what you're
Listen,
saying.
I'm not saying Michael Jordan's going to play 1,300 games to beat a record. I'm telling you, Michael Jordan is not going to play 1,300 games at all. He's not going to physically sit up for 17, 18 seasons. He will not do it. He is not capable of doing that. That is not in Michael Jordan's backbone. He will not. It doesn't matter if he's breaking the record or not. Michael Jordan.
That's the
will
whole.
not
That's what
play
we're talking
13.
about.
He can no. He can no. I'm telling you, he can't. For him to
You telling
do
me
it,
he can't? He's saying something different. I'm supposed to believe you?
No,
over
no, no.
what he
Listen.
said.
The if is if he can score 38,000. The if means he has to be able to play 1,300 games. I'm telling you, even if he didn't want to break the record, Michael Jordan will not play 1,300 games. He will not play 17,
You're
18
telling-
NBA seasons. He
Jordan
does not have it.
never-
in him. He cannot do it.
Jordan never said he couldn't do it. He said he didn't want to do
Yes, he did. That's why he said he didn't care about records. That's why he said.
That's why he quit all those times.
Thank you.
Because he don't want to
Quit.
do it means he couldn't do it.
No, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Michael
mean-
Jordan could not do it. Nobody told Michael Jordan what he want. Michael Jordan wanted to do something he did. He couldn't do that. That was something he could not do. He could not play 17 NBA seasons. He could not do it.
Okay, whatever you say. I'm gonna listen to you.
I'm
and
just
not
being
what the
real.
man said out his mouth.
You never had Michael Jordan tell you that he can play 17
You know Jordan
seasons.
better than Jordan. You
When did
know
Michael-
Jordan better than
No,
Jordan.
when did Michael Jordan said he can play 17
You know
NBA
Jordan
seasons?
better than Jordan.
When did Michael
You
Jordan
know
say?
Jordan better than Jordan. I gotta
Tell
listen
me,
to you,
Craig.
not what Jordan said.
No, so tell me, when did Michael Jordan say
I
that he can
literally
play
been telling you the
17
whole
seasons?
time. He literally, like I said, you want to interpret what he said and what you think.
I
he
mean,
meant
we
by
have
it.
evidence. We have evidence.
I have evidence too. The man's mouth literally said, "If I wanted
Right.
to."
No, we have actual evidence of him not being able to do it.
Correct. Let me ask you a question. Was the question asked about Michael Jordan playing games or breaking a record?
It's road to 40K. That's what we talking about, right?
No. I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you.
So we're changing the subject now.
No. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. There's no if in this. This is factual. Michael Jordan could not play 17 seasons.
So why are we going the road to 40K if you want to use facts? He didn't do
My
it.
guy's
So
my guy's road is paved. He's actually sitting on an Amish cartage, on his legs up, while they got some horse pushing him to the. He doesn't have to do much. He will average 15 points per game for the next 2 seasons, and he will have the record. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. He doesn't have to do nothing.
He already got the record.
Why are we
He's
having a
gonna-
topic if we gonna go by
LeBron
what
James,
happened?
LeBron James can play another 100 NBA games, and he will do that. That's the
Why are
point.
we having this topic if we already know what's happened? What is this? Why are we having a road to 40K with Jordan? What is the whole purpose of this?
Because y'all said he
If y'all
could do
gotta
it.
go by the facts.
Y'all
this
said
shouldn't be
he
a
could do it,
conversation.
and y'all can't prove it without saying that he's going to play 1,300 games.
So
Which
why are
means-
we having this
that means
conversation if we're going by
That means
facts?
Jordan will have official longevity at the time.
This-
right?
This
Jordan
would,
plays
this would have
13
nothing to do with the facts because this never happened. So we
All right, yeah, Craig, you're right. You're right. You're right on that one. Like this never happened, never will. So we could go move on because we. I mean, I guess it's true. Jordan would never score 40,000 points. All right.
Why are we having this whole time? Why we?
I know. All right. It's cool. Like we shouldn't be having this conversation because Jordan could never do it. He never will. So let's move on. So one thing that I wanted to talk about before we get off, because we gotta get off pretty soon because the football's about to come on. But there's been this thing going around how the Redeem Team versus the Dream Team, and every time I see Jordan and Kobe, Jordan is always checked as the better player. And to me, watching both, I'm just trying to. It's kind of hard to say why Michael Jordan's a better player than Kobe Bryant. Like, what makes Michael Jordan a better player than Kobe Bryant? Besides the era they played in, because you switch shoes, we know Kobe Bryant would have had more than 6 titles. But why is Jordan always above Kobe Bryant? Like, what do Jordan possess that Kobe did not possess?
Everything.
You want your boy to handle this one, Greg? Or
Yeah, well, Craig first, and then Travis.
What makes Jordan better than but people place Jordan above than Kobe? It's literally what did Jordan do? It's basically, to me, they got the same skill set.
I think Kobe has more of a skill set than Jordan.
Well, I can't say that because Jordan was a better shooter, but They literally the same player with different size hands, because that's the only difference between him and Jordan. Had bigger hands, so he could do more stuff with the ball.
What about you, Travis?
I mean, the difference is minute because I think they were just as good. Jordan was maybe a tad better defensively, but then again, like I've said before, Kobe played in the toughest era, or at least had the toughest stretch of any years anyone's ever faced defensively. I think that Kobe was slightly better as far as the back-to-basket game goes, but I think Mike had was a little bit faster, had better body control. I think he was a little bit better finisher, a little bit more accurate mid-range, but I think Kobe obviously had a better deep ball. Altogether, though, very, very similar. Kobe's my guy, always will be. But I think as far as just the thing that ticks Mike above him is the advanced metrics. He's a little bit more efficient, a little bit more impact. But again,
that's mainly his era, though.
Huh?
That's mainly his era.
I mean, there's all kinds of factors that go into it. I mean, I would say that they both played in tough eras. I'd say Kobe had the far worse team for the majority of his prime. That probably affected it too. I'm not going to say the era argument because they both played against wildly tough competition, but Kobe a little bit more so. But I think that's
Kobe wasn't playing versus the Danny Ainge and Craig Hornacek guarding him. That's the problem. He was playing versus Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady.
Reggie Miller and a 6-foot Iverson.
That's a stupid argument we were because he was playing. Teams were guarding Mike. Mike was playing against way better teams, except for like maybe the Spurs.
ISO ball.
I think that's opposite.
Not ISO ball.
I think it's the opposite. I think during Kobe's prime, he had to deal with a lot more zone defenses. Teams were running zones. I was watching. Forgot what playoff series I was watching recently. It was a 2005 series, and they were talking about a team that went into a zone. It was one of the first round or second round teams. It was like Utah versus something like that. It was one of those weird series. So Michael Jordan didn't have to deal with it. Yeah, Michael Jordan didn't have to really deal with what Kobe did, but Kobe was inefficient even before that, so it wasn't even like.
Yeah. I mean, the 3-second rule is like a perpetual zone.
I'm sorry, Kobe. Kobe wasn't inefficient. Kobe compared to Mike, he would be more. Mike is definitely more, but Mike did have it easy. Mike is more athletic than him. But if you give Kobe's athleticism from '96 and you put him in '86, I think you would get the same results. I think if Kobe was drafted in '86, like I think he would do what Michael did, 87, 27 points a game.
I mean, it's definitely possible.
There's no one in the '80s who was more athletic than Kobe. So Jordan, his field goal percentage was higher early in his career because he was drafted to the hole more. Give Kobe that same defense, he would drive to the hole more and shoot a higher percentage. Jordan later in his career was shooting the same percentage as Kobe Bryant because they were mainly jump shooters.
Did it happen?
No, it wasn't.
Did that happen with Kobe though? Are you saying if he would have? See, I love this if word, man. I love this if word.
No, he's got higher than Kobe every single year, other than his Wizard season.
We go by facts about Jordan, but now we gotta go. If Kobe was in the '80s, he'll be a.
You leave Kobe 1-on-1 with Brian Russell, he would shoot over 50%. Jordan could not.
He was shooting 45 against the Reggie Miller.
Kobe, when you put Kobe in '86, him and Jordan are fighting for scoring titles throughout the '90s. It's not going to be simple.
Sure. You realize that teams have played zone defense on average from 80 to today, less than 4% of each game.
But you
like that doesn't happen.
Listen, you can try to cheat. Like we all know NBA, you're going to stretch it as far as you can, but you couldn't really play zone. We all noticed this before. Illegal defense was a real thing.
Zone defense is a joke. Like the 3-second rule, not having a 3-second rule is far more impactful.
But it was the same. But it was the same thing in the '80s when you could just drag the big man out of the paint by just taking your big man like Lambeer. Why do you think Isaiah Thomas was so effective? Because they would take Lambeer and put him on the 3-point line. Now you don't have nobody in the paint. And and this guy Thomas, nobody could stop him. He could drill.
Well, sure. That's also why we're not going to see any of the block leaders ever be challenged because they could just camp in the paint and send you back. That's why Mutombo's record, Wilt, Kareem.
But the space was smaller back then. That's why Michael Jordan was so incredible because he knew how to attack the space and also he could attack the space in air. I mean, when you got somebody who can, that's what I'm saying. Kobe could have did that. Kobe could have leaked between three guys in the air.
Always do that with Jordan about his competition. Who did Magic face? Well, name me a 6'9" point guard Magic face in his career.
But Magic game wasn't predicated because he was big. Magic could have been 6'5" and did what he did.
So what other 6'9" point guard you know in the 80s besides Magic that he was guarding?
But that's not why he was effective, though. It wasn't because he was 6'9". It was
I'm
because
saying Jordan was effective
skilled.
because he was guarded by 6 foot.
No, Jordan had
I keep
athleticism.
bringing up his competition.
No, we're talking about athleticism, Craig.
But y'all keep bringing up Jordan's competition. That
Like I said, I have
so
Kobe.
I'm asking, as
They're
a 6'9"
slow.
point guard Magic Johnson was, who was his point guard in
They're
his
slow.
So the reason we brought up the competition because Travis said the competition was just as hard,
Only
and it
Jordan
definitely was not just as hard.
Nobody else.
It was
Only was
easier.
just as hard.
It was easier. Kobe
I said
Bryant would have had more than 10 scoring titles. Kobe Bryant would have had more than 6 titles if he played.
Right?
If they switch roles.
So
Yeah,
if
that's-
Jordan played 20 seasons, he would have 40,000 points if Kobe was in the same league as Jordan. How about that?
If just like I said,
Right, and if.
just like I'm saying, like there's nothing that you could say that Jordan is better than Kobe in. There's nothing. You look at those two players, you cannot say that Jordan is better than Kobe. The only way you could say is what Jordan did in his era over Kobe. If.
Yeah, if you just literally said if Kobe was in the 80s.
Brady, like you just said, that's you just saying if apples were oranges, dude. Like what's up? I mean, I just told you why he was better, and like we're going by numbers. If we're not going by numbers, then you could say, dude, Will Chamberlain, or I'm sorry, Bill Russell, if he was in this era, would like be a 35 and like 50 guy, right? If because he's like getting the rebound, a million more shots, and like everyone's like he'd be way better than LeBron. Like we go by, you asked the question, we literally answered why.
You didn't answer the question. You just said what Jordan did in his era. I'm not saying what Kobe would have did. I said, how can we say that Jordan is a better player than Kobe Bryant? You didn't tell me why. He's not a better athlete than Kobe Bryant.
I didn't say he was a better athlete. I said this is what he does better. He was a better mid-range shooter. He was
He's not a better mid-range shooter. That's the problem. What go?
Sure he was.
No, he wasn't.
Hold on. I would say Michael Jordan is more athletic. Michael Jordan in his prime is more athletic than Kobe.
I wouldn't say that.
And he's a better defender.
I would say.
I wouldn't say that either.
I would say.
I would.
I would say Kobe's more skilled.
By any measurement we want to go by,
definitely more skilled.
The only
Kobe
thing you can
definitely
say,
better defender.
Kobe.
By what measurement? By what measurement?
I don't know, by the eye test, not his eye test. That's what he's using right now.
So they both have 9-time all defensive first teams. Okay, but Mike has a higher defensive
Kobe
rating.
Bryant has more all defensive teams.
By vote,
If you're saying that's Kobe Bryant.
by vote,
There you got it.
by vote,
There. You answer your own question.
by votes.
You answer your own question.
Higher
So that
defensive
makes
rating,
sense.
more
It has
steal
more
titles, higher blocks.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be
And
higher in the
steal per
era.
time.
Look at the era Jordan played. He didn't play in Kobe's era. So
Yes,
of course.
he won 3 titles on Kobe era.
Literally, he won those while Kobe was in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm confused.
Okay.
What?
LeBron dominated for 20
Travis,
seasons, and now
I
you want
thought
to
you
chop
was a
off
Kobe guy.
Kobe's era.
Huh?
I thought you was a Kobe.
Now,
I am a Kobe guy.
now we want to compare teenage Kobe to Jordan just to say he won in his era. But I guess those titles that Kobe won when Jordan playing in Wizard years do not count. I'm guessing that those 2 titles do not count. Well, that one title and the Spurs play. So I guess those titles do not count.
They can't
Because he was
Jordan
in
the league.
Washington.
What is wrong with y'all? Like,
What is wrong with us?
So Mike is the only shooting guard to rank top 5 in blocks and steals.
Yeah, because of his era.
Because of his
I got it. He played a nice era. Yeah.
So all right, so Brandon is basically saying that y'all really don't have nothing to say that Kobe Bryant is not as good as Michael Jordan, but championships.
That's the exact opposite of what I said. I literally spelled out why he was better.
You said the metric. Okay, so you say he shoots better than Kobe.
He's a better shooter than Kobe.
Which
he
he's
has
not.
more impactful than Kobe. He's
a better
In his era, he was.
a statistically better defender. Like we're just going by numbers here. Okay.
Statistically, in his era, he was. Yeah.
In his era, sure, whatever you want to say, but he was the better player.
In his era, yes.
He's top
oh,
5.
that's what it is in his era. So we could say that
Yeah,
about
in his
every
era.
player in their era. Like, what is,
Okay, the last 13 seasons, LeBron's played in statistically the weakest era in NBA history.
Hey,
If you say that,
all right, let me ask you,
I don't know how.
Liddy in the comments. Liddy, is Kobe Bryant better than Michael Jordan? Is there a case that Michael Jordan is not as good as Kobe Bryant? Let alone, we already know he's not better than GOAT James. We already know that. We leave that alone. Jordan has Defensive Player of the Year, so that's what they're saying. Votes. There we go. Defensive Player of the Year.
I just said he had
Kobe.
deficient
Yeah,
legs.
you know, they actually asked Kobe this question. He said he's not going to say he's better than Jordan, but you know, he did say that he didn't steal Jordan moves because he
No,
knows where
said
Jordan got his moves
better
from.
than anybody.
Jordan did not create the wheel. He said Jordan got his moves from
Dr. J.
David Thompson, Dr. J, Jerry West, and Kobe said he just perfected those moves even better.
I already said Kobe had the better basket game, in my opinion.
I mean,
I don't think anyone's ever.
he's a better NBA player.
How?
Ooh.
He's just a better NBA player.
If,
See,
And
this
you know-
is what Johnny Brandon's just ignoring everything we're saying.
Yeah,
basically.
no, I'm just like I wouldn't say that
He's talking
Wilt
about-
Chamberlain is a greater scorer than Shaquille O'Neal for what because he averaged 50 points a game. I don't think he would average 50 points a game on Shaquille O'Neal. But
So if you
for
put
his era, he was the greatest scorer in his era, and he had the highest points per game in the NBA
why
in the
would-
regular season.
Sure, but why would Mike not be as good as he was, let's say, in Kobe's era? Like, what's going to happen?
I mean, he has to play defense versus top players.
Like who?
He's not going. If he had a hard time scoring versus Brian Russell, he's going to have
Hard
a
time
harder
scoring?
time.
You mean like
Scoring.
dropping 45 a game?
Yeah, while shooting 42%, shooting 35 attempts. Of course,
Nope.
he's not going to do that when he's matching up versus all these players.
I was watching game 3. I was watching game 3 of the NBA Finals. Michael Jordan scored 29 points on 28 shots, and it was basically Byron Scott sticking in the whole game. And he couldn't really get too much. And that was because he was in game 3. They had him primarily sticking Magic Johnson. And he was playing Magic Johnson, and Magic Johnson was backing him down. The Lakers actually played really good, but the Lakers rebounding, the Bulls rebounding basically kept keep them in the game until they went into overtime.
Lakers didn't play no defense. They just run and gun, and they had Scottie Pippen.
They couldn't get no rebounds. What's his name was Pippen and Grant were killing them on the boards because they were putting Pippen on, and that was just for that game. But I'm just saying, when you go look at the numbers, Chicago was killing them on the boards.
Those the same games where James Worthy was getting Scottie Pippen the business before they switched off of him.
Well, I mean, James Worthy did get a few, but that was because Michael Jordan was sticking Magic, and Magic was able to get the ball to Worthy in a good position. It was a lot. Divock was killing him too. There was
So
a
Jordan thought that Scottie was getting his ass.
No,
bumped
I'm
already.
just saying that Michael Jordan couldn't stop Magic Johnson from getting the ball to James Worthy. Again, James Worthy got the ball in good position.
I mean, how's he going to stop him from throwing the ball
but that's why
where he wants?
That's why you should let Scottie do it, but he didn't want to. He had his pride. He wanted to stick Magic, and they did, and they won that game. They went into overtime. Scottie actually fouled out, and then I got to go look up game 4. I got to go look up more on game 4 where Worthy got hurt, and Byron Scott, I believe, also was hurt in game 4 as well. So, but I got to look it up online before I get a chance.
Now I heard it all. Now Jordan is the reason Scottie Pippen got his ass busted in the finals.
He didn't get his ass busted. Jordan got his ass busted too. Magic went off in that game. Jordan got his ass busted because they put him on bloody Divock in the
You
middle
mean
of the
that
game.
game? What he
Bloody
had?
Divock went
What,
off.
33 and 11? That game?
No,
33 and 12?
he had 29 points on 28 shots. That's not great, Craig. That's horrible. He shot like
I gave him
39%
his whole
for the
stat. Now
game.
now we going by shots of shot attempts. See,
That's horrible.
Yo,
That's
look
what
how
I'm
y'all-
saying. He had 29
now we going
points.
with the shot attempts.
He had 29 points.
You want to look up Kobe's shot attempts?
He had
Go Kobe.
29 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. That was Jordan's numbers for that game in game 3 in the NBA Finals.
That's not good. 29, 9, and 9. Because if that was LeBron, y'all have been
I'm
like,
not
that's
going to
bullshit
say
right there.
I didn't say that it was not good. I'm just saying that's what he had.
You just said it. What do
No,
you
I just said he
mean?
had. I said he had 28.
You said-
I said he had 28 shots to get 29 points. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But getting the 9
But he didn't
rebounds,
have a good
29
game. But
assists-
he shot too many
No,
times.
yeah, no. The 9 assists and the 9 rebounds helped absorb the 28 points, and the fact that they won the game on top of it, they helps absorb it. That's good. That's all. But again, it ain't GOAT James numbers. It ain't what GOAT James does. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Yeah, 'cause he would've-
And, hey,
he
don't get it
scored
twisted.
58 and 8 and lost.
Kobe's my guy. Like I
Don't
said.
get it twisted. It ain't GOAT James numbers. It ain't GOAT James with. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the first time, you know, they used to have this thing going around. I think John Sally, the first one who said it, had Kobe was better than Jordan. I think it was like 2000 and like
He says Phil
4
Collins is better
or
than Jordan.
2005. And I remember everyone was saying he was crazy. I remember Vince Carter and Jason Kidd was just laughing that he said that. So it had to be like 2005, 2006. So I was actually in college at that time. So I went back and I watched the 86 playoff game where Jordan scored 63 points. And I was like, well, if Kobe Bryant was 22, he would probably score more than 63 points. So that's when I started to put two and two together. And that's when I started watching more and more Jordan games and just, and then when I saw LeBron James in 2012, I don't think there has never been a player this great before. I seen Jordan, but I don't think no one could have done what LeBron James could have done on the basketball court. But Jordan's great. I have Michael Jordan and Kobe 2 and 3. I put Jordan ahead because he has more titles because he dominated his era more. But those two players matched up versus each other, it's a wash or Kobe comes out ahead. And we've seen Kobe Bryant and LeBron James on the same team, on the dream team. I mean, not dream team, on the Olympic team. Kobe Bryant was a step behind LeBron, and LeBron wasn't even in his prime yet. And Kobe was in his prime. That's how great LeBron James is. And we've seen LeBron and Kobe on the basketball court, and we could look at the stats, and we could see what Michael Jordan and Kobe and LeBron James could have did versus each other because we've seen Kobe Bryant in his prime, which is a step above Michael Jordan.
Matt, go.
Step above Michael.
Don't let me get Will Chamberlain involved in this conversation. But hey, T-Mac and KG, and I believe Allen Iverson, but I know for a fact KG and T-Mac said Kobe is better than Michael Jordan skill-wise and all that. But all the other stuff I
mean, I think I spelled it out. I think Kobe possessed the best, most polished back-to-basket interior game we've ever seen. T-Mac was up right there, so was Mike. But I mean,
for a guard, you mean for a guard?
For a guard, sure.
Okay.
That's fair.
We even have NBA players who played versus both of them and said Kobe was the tougher matchup, but they give it to Michael Jordan because what he did in his era.
Yeah,
exactly what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying the back to the basket stuff. That's for a guard. He's not better to his back to the basket than someone.
I mean, even Phil Jackson said Kobe Bryant made the tougher shots, and
that's
I know we love Jordan, but sometimes we open up our eyes.
Is better than LeBron because
here comes my Kobe hate.
Come on,
this is my Kobe hate.
LeBron when he's in his 40s, and you're gonna compare it to a 20-something-year-old Giannis. That's what y'all doing right now. Y'all comparing when they playing them at these ages. That's like saying Ja Morant saying Giannis is better than LeBron because when he played Giannis, he was a harder person to guard than LeBron, even not knowing that LeBron is 40 when he played.
Who said that? Grant Hill said it when he was playing Jordan in his prime as well, and Kobe in his prime.
But I'll tell you this though, Kobe had a lot of hard shots because he couldn't separate himself from his defenders as good as other.
Kobe, that's one of his knocks. Kobe would always take ill-advised shots. I think Mike was way better at getting to his spots and taking the more efficient shots.
For years, Jordan took ill-advised shots. They had to tell him to stop doing that shit.
Yeah, Jordan had Pippen. Kobe never had a Pippen.
Kobe had freaking Shaquille O'Neal. What are you talking about?
They had to take the ball out of Jordan's hands because he kept taking stupid shots.
I'm talking about a ball facilitator, your playmaker, which was Scottie Pippen, and what I mean, Kobe's playmakers was what Derek Fisher, Lamar Odom. He never
won without Derek. No Derek. No.
Who was the other point guards on the early Laker teams? Who was the point guard?
Brian Shaw, Van Exel.
He had. I'm talking about from 2000. So who was the 2000?
It was Ron Harper.
You said Harper. Shaw was there.
Harper was their ball facilitator.
Fisher.
He was. He.
I don't know about that. I think they had somebody else.
Fisher, the most clutch player in NBA history.
LA in 2000.
Yeah, I think Brandon got y'all, man. I don't know, man. I don't think y'all can prove a point, man. I think Brandon got y'all, man.
Well, I mean, I spelled it out and I used numbers. He just said no era. Era.
Keep talking and talking and talking and talking. That's what it is. They don't like the answer when you ask.
I said he's like, here's the question. Why is he better? Here's some numbers to answer your question. No, era. That's literally all he said.
Well, listen, I got Kobe 7th on my list. It would be hard to put Kobe in my top 5.
I mean, you can't really say why Jordan is better than Kobe other than say what he did in his era. That's all you can say.
You can't say that about
what he did as a basketball player. You're right.
As a basketball player.
Yeah. As a basketball player, he was objectively slightly better, in my opinion, than Kobe Bryant. And I use numbers to back it up.
I could understand slightly, but I don't know really how.
I told
is
you that.
like more than, because they would think if Jordan played versus Kobe, Jordan would just outplay Kobe
More
9 out of
efficient,
10 times.
objectively better defender. What else do you want?
John,
He has better accolades.
shout out to John Gaskew, a member of GOAT James Kingdom. He believes that Kobe's better than Jordan too. Kobe was better.
I mean,
Make the argument.
A lot of people they're saying that his skill level, everything he can do on the basketball court.
I mean,
So it's the eye test that make him better. That's
No.
what y'all saying.
no, I mean his
we all know career-wise Jordan is better. Like that's not a question. Career-wise, Jordan better. But we're saying like what can we if those two played on the court, how can we say Michael Jordan would dominate Kobe? And I don't believe it will. I believe
Are we
that
talking one-on-one?
just being a basketball player, I believe Kobe Bryant was a better basketball player than Michael Jordan.
I believe Kobe beat Michael Jordan one-on-one plenty of times. Yes, I believe, and I believe Jordan's beaten him as well. But I
That's fair. Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it because Kobe is my absolute guy and I have him top 5, so I don't care.
I mean, Kobe at 19 gave Michael Jordan problems. He was just a kid.
Jordan needed his rest.
Jason Tatum gave
Kobe
LeBron
is-
problems as a kid. Is Jason Tatum come on? Jason Tatum at 18, 19?
Oh, no, wait,
Took
now,
LeBron James team to a game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Jason Tatum's a beast, man. I keep
Jason Tatum was good, but LeBron had worked that whole team over by himself.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, how
LeBron
very
got a
Michael
game
Jordan of
seven
him.
against a 19-year-old. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
What did Jason Tatum do? He didn't.
Yeah.
LeBron
I don't wanna hear
LeBron didn't go send Shumpert against Oden.
I guess he scored like 20 something points to LeBron 40.
No,
But Kobe like literally outplayed Michael Jordan on the same court.
he took. I don't know, but a 19-year-old took LeBron to a game 7 now.
You can outplay him. Look at the final numbers there of that game you're referring to.
What did Jason Tatum average in that playoff series?
It don't matter. It's T. He's part of a team, right? They'll never
They talk about a dunk. Which pissed LeBron off.
Wait.
Which pissed LeBron off, man. He should have never did that one. He should never did that. He should have just dunked and went down the court.
That was the series he dunked on LeBron. Okay. I remember that.
I'm just using y'all logic. Y'all said Kobe and
What logic?
LeBron,
We don't
Jordan
have
was
no
on the
logic.
same court, and Kobe gave him the business at 18. I'm saying same as Jason Tatum gave LeBron the business at 18.
That was 20.
Now,
that was
is Jason Tatum
2017.
better than Kobe? Hell freaking no.
That was 2017.
So real quick, I'm going to answer this guy in the question, John. I'll tell you why, but I'm not going to say he's better. It's because Mike was a better scorer, rebound, assist, and every metric you want to think of advance-wise. And he also has way better accolades than Kobe. I'm not going to put Kobe higher than a guy who's objectively better. I don't care. The only argument would be
NBA
Aaron.
got Jordan widely regarded as one of the greatest players ever. I ain't never see them say that about any other player in history.
Yo, Jason Tatum averaged 18 points per
Thanks,
game.
Craig.
Bro. He's got average 18 points per game. This gave you Scottie Pippen numbers. Worse than Scottie Pippen. 18, 4, and 2.
This is the same reason why I can't put Kobe ahead of LeBron. It's the same argument.
No. Jason Tatum and LeBron played in the same game. That's what we're saying. They played in the same game at the same time at that age.
This was what Jason Tatum was averaging in the 2018 series versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. He averaged 17.9 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.4 blocks, shooting 49% from the field, 34% from three-point land, and 87% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So he played all 7 games.
That's not good for an 18-year-old.
Jaylen Brown. He was 19 years old. Jaylen Brown was the team's leading scorer with 19.7, 5 rebounds, and 1.5.
And they've been on the same team this long. They only made one finals.
No, they've been to the finals 4 times?
No, they did not.
Once.
Celtics only made it one time with Jason
Tatum,
and Brown.
It was Jason Tatum, Brown, Horford, Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, Marcus Morris, Aaron
You
Baines.
tell me an Eastern
Greg
Conference
Mon-
that
Greg
had an
Monroe.
18-year-old. How old was Brown?
Okay, so we're gonna go back to what season that was. Michael Jordan got cooked by Kobe, 97, right? That was Kobe's rookie season, or 98? Was that 98?
It was 98 because they already was talking about the air balls in the All-Star game.
Dude, Johnny, send me some of that sweet swag you have.
Sweet
Come on.
swag. Come on, man. Listen, all right, let's go to it. I mean, I got to find Kobe's numbers first here because Kobe was on the Lakers. And then I got to go find the game where he rocked Chicago.
That's the season where the Utah swept that Laker team and then lost to Chicago? That's that season you about to pull up?
Yeah. And then again the next year.
They
lost to Plummer, John Stockton. Shaq and Kobe got swept by Stockton.
They did get swept.
Kobe, Karl Malone, and John Stockton
by the Plummer.
They have 4 All-Stars on it.
At Chicago, the Lakers basically, they see here, Kobe was 19-year-old against Chicago. They lost, but Kobe was 12 of 20 for 33 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a game score of 24.1. If you know what a game score is, that is good.
Yeah, is that the game that Jordan asked Pippen to guard him? Is that the same game?
That was in Chicago. That was in
Probably.
Chicago. That was
He's like, I can't guard this little dude.
Then there goes another game where the next game they play against Chicago. They only play Chicago night. They blew Chicago out. Kobe Bryant was 7 of 16 in this game, which is 44%. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist, 2 steals, and his game score was 11.7. But he was a plus minus 13. And in the game against the Lakers in the first game, against the Bulls, the first game, he was a 0 plus minus. So technically, he was giving Michael Jordan the business at 19 years old.
Yep. And let me answer again. Like, this is exactly why Brendan and I can't put Kobe over LeBron, because I'd be a hypocrite. All the same reasons I put Mike over LeBron is the same reason I can't put Kobe over Mike. It's because LeBron smokes Kobe also in not only averages, but also advanced metrics and accolades. So I think he's more skilled than LeBron. Absolutely. But I'm not going to say he's a better player because that would just be wrong.
So the first game, Michael Jordan had 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He shot 12 of 22, which is good. 54% from the field, and he was a plus 21 for the game. And obviously, the Bulls whooped the crap out of the Lakers. So that was the first game.
That don't count because Kobe was 18. But then you're going to tell me a game when Kobe had 36 when he was 18 and it count.
Well, from what I understand here, 33 plus 20 is 53. 53 divided by 2 is 26 points per game. 26 points per game is better than 18 points per game in 7-game series. Kobe's averaging more than 18 points per game against Jordan in that series. But they probably get swept, too. They probably get swept because the Bulls was just that good in 97. And then the second game where the Bulls got blown out, Michael Jordan was a minus 25. He was 11 of 26 for 31 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, missed the 3-pointer, 9 of 12 from the free throw. So Jordan was a minus 25 in this game. This is the game Kobe scored 20 points though. Shaq had 20
lost,
points.
he scored more than him.
He was jacking up a bunch of shots. They got whooped. Remember,
that was the reason that I was back. Y'all won't give Jordan credit for nothing.
I mean, you're shooting horribly. You're 11. You're 11 of 26.
First is he getting cooked by 18-year-old. Then it's when he cooks the 18-year-old because he took a lot of. Y'all won't get this man nothing.
Taking a lot of shots, and he was 0 for 2 in the fourth quarter. They took him out of the game because they was like, you know what, Jordan, we're having you on the floor.
And our chat's going crazy, man.
I mean, head to head, Kobe outplayed Jordan head to head.
Kobe's balling on and mind you, this is Kobe coming off the bench. It's
Kobe outplayed LeBron then, like
not in real life. We actually have those stats.
This is Kobe coming off the bench. It's not even Kobe starting. So imagine Kobe.
We actually have Kobe and LeBron stats.
Yeah, and Mike outplayed Kobe head to head statistically.
Nope. Statistically, it was Kobe Bryant.
You just said the stats.
No, that was just
head to head. I'm saying head to head. It was Kobe Bryant above Jordan.
This was
head to head. LeBron above Kobe. And we seen Michael Jordan. His name was Kobe Bryant. We seen LeBron dominate Kobe. So I don't even know how people saying that Jordan's better than LeBron.
Oh, yes, we did. LeBron James has always been beaten on Kobe. It doesn't matter whether we want to go by team.
Whenever they guarded each other, Kobe would smoke LeBron.
No.
Whenever
the All-Star game, he'll just pass it.
You're not gonna
look at all their ISOs. We're just talking ISO. If we're talking team accomplishment, then LeBron usually had the better squad.
I mean, he outscored him, out rebounded him, out assisted him, out stealed him, out blocked him, field goal percentage, wins.
Everything.
So that's why he's better than
That's why Mike's better than Kobe, because all those things apply there too.
No, when we go head to head, it's Kobe over Jordan.
What, in stats or winning?
Head to head, Kobe has outplayed Jordan.
Dude, you just gonna keep saying
No,
the same thing?
factual. Head to head, Kobe outplayed Jordan.
Oh, we got to bring this up. Head-to-head matchups. Oh my God, you guys are really.
And this is when they're gonna bring up.
Bring up what? I mean, Kobe dropped 55 on Jordan. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
What's that, a 40-year-old Mike?
It says Kobe.
Oh, 40-year-old Mike. No, 55 on Mike.
Here we go. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan has played 8 games versus each other.
Damn, that's a huge sample size.
4 when Jordan was in Chicago and 4 when Jordan was on the Wizards. The Lakers won 5 of those matchups. So we got Kobe Bryant winning all those matchups.
One for Kobe.
Kobe averaged 22.8 points per game. Michael averaged 24.5.
Weird.
That is weird. Let's see if I can get some more numbers here. Let's see where we get this from here. Let's see.
That don't sound like a victory for Kobe.
I'm betting that rebounds and assists will be slightly in Mike's favor too.
No. Okay, so all right, so
here
Mike,
we go. He found something to change his mind.
No, I found the numbers. Michael Jordan averages more points and more steals, but Kobe Bryant averages more rebounds, assists, and blocks than Michael Jordan in those games. And basically, Michael Jordan is 5. He's 3-5 versus Kobe. He just averages more points. That's really it. But he's 3-5. They never played versus each other in the playoffs. So
because they couldn't beat Utah in '98, so they could beat in the finals.
And Jordan couldn't make it to the finals in Washington.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That is true.
Hey, you got me there, man.
That is true.
Just like how LeBron won't sniff the finals this year either.
All right, well, look, we got to get up out of here, gentlemen, because it's been fun. All these hypotheticals, we're not going to do it no more. It was really supposed to be.
It makes no sense. We literally all agree he didn't score 40,000 in real life, and we really sit here arguing that he was going to score 5. And y'all using real life situations for a hypothetical, which is mind-boggling because it don't make sense.
And it's not a hypothetical that LeBron James will have 40,000 points by the end of his career, at least minimum.
But it's not. That's not part of basketball. You literally just said it's not about
We
scoring.
just know. The whole point is that
the whole point is what? Scoring.
There's no player.
The whole hour and a half.
There's no player in NBA history that could do that. He's the only player in NBA history that could reach 40,000 points.
Because he's the greatest scorer of all time.
He's greatest. He's the GOAT.
He's going to have 50,000 career points when he retires because he's the greatest scorer of all time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. His name is GOAT James. What's the
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Jordan was good for 10 years. He was great for 10 years. Jordan was great for 10 years. Let's see if he could do that for 20 plus like LeBron. Nope.
Like what's it called? Like Keep It 100 just said, it's going to be 40K, 10K, 10K. That is going to be that's going to be.
I told you he about to overtake Wilt as the greatest stat pattern of all time.
Oh, here you go. Oh my God.
Close. He is that close.
I was going to give y'all Wilt Chamberlain, even the great Wilt Chamberlain. Because think about this. Because I don't think Wilt Chamberlain would have played 1,200 games, right? So if Wilt Chamberlain played the 1,000 games that he played, he would have to average 40 points per game for those 14 seasons, which I don't think Wilt Chamberlain would have did. Or he would have to average 38 points per game for the 14 seasons. He might have been able to do that, but I think it would have been more around 36 or 37, maybe 35. So even for that, I don't think Wilt Chamberlain would have reached 38,000 points.
No, you gotta play 20 seasons to reach that. It's
and that's why it's going to be impossible, because it's not only do you have to play 20 seasons, you have to play 20 seasons at a dominant level.
Not really, because Kareem didn't play 20 seasons dominant.
Yes, he did. He averaged
last season he scored.
That was what I'm saying. That was the one season, but he averaged 20 points per game at least for 19.
Y'all say Jordan averaged 20, he was washed. So make up your mind.
But he's not gonna do that for 19 seasons.
So averaging 20 points is not washed.
Jordan averaged 20 points in year 15. How's he gonna average 20 points in year 20?
No, I'm saying no. Mind you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar after year 19 was averaging like 25, 26 points per game. He averages 24 now, to just a little bit under 25. That's because he played that extra year. But after the 19th season, he didn't have the 38,000. He had somewhere like 36, 37.
Yeah, Kareem was his last 3 years. He averaged 17, 14, and 10.
It was 17, 14 and 86.
Yeah, yeah. Kareem couldn't score 40,000 points either.
No,
Like,
that's-
no one could do
Kareem
this
fell
but
way up.
LeBron.
no, my bad. I was off. I thought he averaged 20 points per game in 88, but my bad. I was off.
No, that
off.
was the finals. He averaged
No, but he
finals MVP.
Wilt dipped way off. Like what was it, like year 11 or something?
Well, Wilt chose to.
Wilt purposely stopped doing that.
My point is that if Wilt played the way he wanted to play,
Will stop scoring to win 2 championships.
No,
It depends because he went to a great team.
He got 4 more finals appearances doing that. So
He probably did, yeah. And like he went to a perfect team for him too, right? And like the Lakers.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even with the Lakers, though, he was a better scorer than West or Baylor, but he just chose not to do that. He just chose to do what they asked him to do, which is fine. Everybody has their role. But I said even at that, but Wilt Chamberlain to play the 1,000 games that he did play, because I don't think Wilt Chamberlain
He was the fastest to reach 30,000 points.
He would have to have averaged 40 points per game to get 40,000, which he was not going to do that. And
Listen, if you're not playing 20 seasons, you have no chance of getting 40,000 points. I don't
I'll give you that.
You could play 20 seasons. You have to be dominant. Let's just erase that playing 20 seasons. You can play 25 seasons and can't make 40,000. You have to be dominant.
Because Craig, 7 other players played 20 seasons or more, but only 2 actually have 38,000.
I said you have to play good, not dominant.
That's what I'm saying.
No one has done it before.
Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe.
They wasn't playing good.
Nobody. It's just LeBron James did this. Nobody in history can do what LeBron James has done.
I love how
Kareem couldn't, Kobe couldn't, Dirk couldn't, Jordan could not. No one could not.
No one could do it. Wilt Chamberlain couldn't do it. None of them could do it.
Nobody.
They love scoring now. They just argue me down at basketball.
I mean, LeBron do more than scoring. That's the problem. That's the problem. He do more than scoring.
Brandon, bring it back up one more time so we can get up out of here. Bring it back up one more time. Show them what we got here. Bring it back up one more time, please, sir. No one could do this. No one.
What's up, LeBron?
LeBron, the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He's going to reach 40,000 points.
Look how they love the scoring now. They literally just told me basketball is more than scoring. That's not.
It is more than scoring. It is more than scoring. That's why LeBron James has 10,000 assists and 10,000 rebounds as well. That's why. No one else has that either. That is why LeBron is the greatest player to ever play the game. You keep saying that LeBron is doing things no one has ever done before. On top of scoring, we agree with you, Craig. We appreciate you.
Literally, there's a lot of
we appreciate you. I know it's more than scoring. That's why LeBron is the GOAT.
Jordan widely regarded as the GOAT. And not LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan was great for 10 years. I'm not going to lie. For 10, no, I will give him 11 years. Jordan was scoring his ass off for 11 years.
NBA thinks Jordan's 10 years.
But Craig, I'll give you this, Craig. Nobody in NBA history will ever get 6 finals MVPs. Okay, that one I'll give to you. Okay, that one is Michael Jordan's record. No one will ever get 10 scoring titles. No one will ever get 6 finals MVPs. Michael Jordan could have that, but he will never have 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists. GOAT James will sit up on top of the mantle for that.
Because he's the definition of
greatness.
He's doing the same
definition of greatness. like NBA King said here, sustained greatness. You witnessed it for 20 years. Okay, before we go, I'm gonna ask you this because I asked this on the last show. I really don't know nothing in my life I did great for 20 years. Can any one of you guys can name something you did?
I've been a DJ for 20 years.
Great DJ for 20 years.
Great.
You send me one of your mix.
I'll send you a whole bunch of mixes. I'll send you some videos.
Oh, for real, Craig? What's your DJ name?
I DJ. I go by my real name, DJ Craig.
DJ Craig.
DJ Craig. That is not cool, Craig. You are not cool.
Come on, Craig.
That is not a cool name, Craig. DJ Craig.
It don't have to be a cool name.
That's not a cool name.
Play music.
No, I mean your name is your name. I'm just saying, but DJ Craig.
Like who needs a nickname?
DJ, I mean something. DJ Craig Master something. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm part of a group. Look up the group Tech Nine Movements.
Oh, go ahead.
Tech Nine Movements. All right.
Plug it in. Say it again. Let everybody know where we can find it.
That's my group.
Where we can find it at? Where? On YouTube?
We based out of Trinidad. We based out of New York, North Carolina, Germany. We got
what kind of music? What kind of music y'all play? Is it soca?
Everything, dancehall, soca.
Oh,
everything.
you one of those? Oh, you one of those? Rewind.
Dude, Kurt, you're gonna Spotify
You
it?
Haitian,
Look it
I
up,
play
man.
your music.
No, I'm just saying. No, I got you. When you said you was a DJ, I can see now. I can see why Trinidadians are funny like that. DJ Craig, with DJ Craig here in the building. Yeah. All right. So shout out to Craig and Tech Nine. What Tech Nine Productions? You said
Tech Now Movement.
That's actually awesome, low-key.
All right, man. So we're gonna get up out of here. I think Brandon and I proved our case. Goat James is the man for getting 40,000. It's a great feat. It will be his number. It will stand alone as the number that everyone's going to try to reach, but you have to be 19, 20 seasons great. You got to play 1,300 games plus to do this at great basketball ability.
Actually, you're gonna have to play over 20 seasons to do what LeBron's doing.
Possibly so. That's true. We don't know, but we know every player. We know every player today will not do it.
We're seeing 200-point games.
There's not a player in the NBA today that can actually do it, or that is willing to do it. Luka said he's not going to try.
Hell no. Luka not even going to play 10 seasons, in my opinion.
Yeah, Luka barely play 50 games a year. He's not going to do it.
So we're not. It's a wrap. My boy says is the GOAT. You know who I am. I'm A Johnny. Y'all know who Brandon is. That's Travis and Craig. We are the GOAT James Kingdom panel. This is the GOAT James Kingdom show. Thanks to everybody in the comments. Shout out to John, the membership. Again, everybody, y'all give us a holler. You can get on the membership. You can hit us up anywhere you want to, but you know where to find us. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and this is our YouTube channel. So shout out to everybody.
Enjoy the whole Jordan career.
Oh yeah, they over here having fun over here, man. This is the chat line. This is where it's at.
They could pull up a couple of losing Jordan games, but they don't want to bring up when he was winning.
Y'all have fun. Enjoy y'all Sunday afternoon. Enjoy your
Jets
football
about to
team.
beat Dallas, baby.
All right.
I don't know about that one.
What's your team, Travis? Football team. What's your football team?
Oh, dirty Seahawks, man.
You're a Seahawks fan? Oh, I don't like you. Oh, I don't like you. Oh, my God.
He's the champion. He's the champion. That's all that matters.
What, the champion? They beat us. They wanted to. No, we won the division last year, didn't they?
No, I'm just talking about they won Super Bowl. Well, Super Bowl.
Niners fan?
I'm a Niners fan. Yeah, of course.
Hey, respect, man.
You know, see it in the background right there. That's a Niners jersey right there.
There you go.
I see that 12 Brett Favre jersey.
Hey, good luck against the Rams, man.
Brett Favre jersey. No, Brett Favre was number 4.
That's just play.
Good luck today.
Y'all be good, man. So y'all
right.
stay blessed, y'all.
Yep, see you later.
Good.